Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel, Light of Divine Love. I'm your host, Kelly Miller. Just want to say you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're powerful, you're inspiring. I love you, and thank you for joining me today. So today, I'm going to continue on my impact story. And where I left off, we had just completed day 6, and they sent everybody home. So today is Monday. I'm getting ready for work, and I get up, and I feel very empowered, very inspired about my life. Things are just moving in such positive way for me that I'm just very excited about these changes that I've been making. So I get myself ready to work. I say my positive affirmations. I'm beautiful, I'm inspiring, I'm compassionate, I'm caring. And I make my way to the restaurant and I get there and I see my manager, Tony, and a couple of other people. And I go and I set up my station and get ready to take customers. Deborah's not there today. She will be there tomorrow. She's working at 2 to 10. I'm 9 to 3. So I really look forward to Tuesday to see Deborah. So I'm open my station, taking tables, had a very busy day, very productive. I'm running around assisting everybody that needs assistance while we're at work. And the manager comes up and he says that I'm good to go and I can go ahead and shut down my station and go home. So I close out the day, and since Deborah's not there, I'm going to do one of the challenges for myself, which is something special for myself. But before I do that, I'm going to go see my mom. So I call my mom up and ask her if I could pick her up from work, and she says, yeah, I can come by and pick her up. So I go and get her, and I ask her how she's doing and how her day was, and she had a very busy day. She works for a concrete manufacturing company that goes out and repairs all the roads that you see, all that construction. The company that she works for manufactures the blades that cut all that stuff up and grind out the asphalt so they could put new asphalt in. So she had a very busy day and she was very tired. So we start driving over to the house and we're talking about my sister. So I have 4 siblings. I have an older sister, me, a younger sister and brother, and I'm going to bring them in, their name in as I bring them into the story. So as we're on our way to the house, I asked my mom if she wants to get something to eat, and she says that she doesn't have time, that my younger sister, Gabby, who is waiting for her, and they're going to go shopping to get my nephew, Mikey, some clothes so that he can start kindergarten. And so I was okay, I drive her on home, and we start just talking about me being sober is one of the things that she asked. And I tell her I've been now sober for 3 weeks. And she's very proud of me because she knows that I struggled with alcohol and substance abuse during my life. So I drive her to the house and my sister is there and I go inside and I see her. My little nephew runs up to me and he's, Uncle John, Uncle John, Uncle John, and gives me a big hug and he's so excited to see me. So I sit down with my nephew and I'm talking to my sister. Now, I have not seen my sister Gabby in about 2 years. And our relationship really wasn't as bad as my older sisters and my brothers, but we still had some very troubled times and some very disrespectfulness to each other. So as I'm sitting there talking with her, she tells me that she has a new place to live and that baby daddy kind of just left her and her son just gone. So she is now dealing with that issue in her life. And she's starting a new job that she's been working at a grocery store for about 4 or 5 months now. So things are moving well for her. And her new apartment is about maybe 10 minutes away from where I live in Redondo Beach. So one of my challenges is to heal a relationship that needs healing. So I asked her if I can have her phone number and if maybe she would be interested in going and getting lunch sometime this week. And so she was very kind of apprehensive about it because, again, our relationship is just turmoil. So, you know, she says, okay, that's fine. And she says she's off on Wednesday and that we could probably get together Wednesday. So, okay, that's cool. So I get her number and they're going to take off. So I'm going to go do my challenge for myself, something special, which I love steak, love ribeye steak. So I go and I get myself a steak dinner at one of my favorite restaurants down in Redondo Beach. And I could see the ocean from where I'm sitting at. And it's just a very beautiful night. And I just sit there and just enjoy my solitude and reflecting on what I just experienced over the weekend with confronting our abuser, my experience of my abuser, and forgiving my abuser. And I'm just looking back at that moment as I'm sitting there, realizing how powerful of a weekend that was for me, and that the things that I've been learning have really made a difference for me in my life. So I finished my dinner, I drive home, and my roommate's there. And so my roommate's name is Scott. He is the Dolphin fan that I made that football prediction to in the very first episode. So this way, I don't have to call him the Dolphin fan. So Scott's there and he's hanging out, and we sit down for a little bit and we're just talking. And he asked me, how I'm doing with the sobriety, because he, living there for the time being, knows that I drink a lot, and seeing me not drink and really taking this challenge on, for me has been very big. So I tell him, dude, I'm just doing really, really good. I decided to look at alcohol with a red flag as poison. By putting that label of poison on that, I literally almost have no desire to drink. So that has been my philosophy dealing with alcohol and substances. Poison. I don't need it in my body. So I sit and talk with him a little bit, and I got to get to bed because I have to be up early in the morning to be at work, because Tuesday is going to be here, and I can't wait to see Deborah. And so I go and crash out, and Tuesday rolls around. I wake up and get ready, and I tell myself my positive affirmations. I'm compassionate, I'm caring, I'm giving, I'm loving. And again, I just feel so empowered about my life. And I just feel that this has been the best change I could have ever made in my life. So I go to work and open up the store, and I see my manager, Tony, and I get my station ready, getting ready to take some customers, and Deborah walks in and we lock eyes. And it's just such a great non-physical way of communicating that we just see each other and just have this big smile because we just feel so energetic in our life. And so I go and I get my station ready, and I'm taking some tables, and Deborah pops up, and she's working in a different section. I have Stacy today. She's working in another section with Louise. So me and Stacy are just rocking our section. We're running around doing all the things that we can. It was a very busy Tuesday morning, mid-afternoon, and manager comes up, says, hey, you guys are good to go. Go ahead and close down your section and get your paperwork done, and you can go for the day. So I busted out, and I go over and I start assisting Deborah so that Deborah can leave on time, because she was very, very busy. And so we leave the restaurant, and we decide that since it's such a beautiful day, we want to go to the park. There's a park down the street from where Deborah lives, by the beach. And so she's going to go grab her umbrella and a blanket. I'm going to go grab some lunch for us, and we're going to meet at this park. And so we get there, and we're sitting there, we're having our lunch, and we're talking about Saturday's experience with confronting our abuser. And during some of this time, Deborah has expressed to me some of the things that she went through as she was growing up, why she was in the program. And so we definitely relate to this situation. Confronting our abuser, as I was telling her, was so powerful. It allowed me to really take that anger, that hatred, that resentment, that built up frustration, and just pour it out. And she's sitting there, and she's crying. I'm starting to cry, because this was so big for both of us in our lives. And Deborah knows everything about me. And talking about Todd, the teacher that sexually abused me, was very challenging when I was confronting my abuser, and it hurt a lot. And the anger, as I'm telling her, I go, if I wanted to give this person so much pain for what they caused me in my life, and it was just a great release to get that anger out, to be able to move past that pain and that anger. So she's crying, I'm crying, and she just tells me, she looks at me and she goes, I love you so much. And I know that this hurts. And I know talking about it is very painful, even right now. And this allows us to be able to be vulnerable with each other and really share these things in a deeper format. So I talk about the forgiving of the abuser and how looking at that space of anger and hatred that I've been carrying so long in my life towards these people, how it was really affecting me, because it made everything in my life more difficult when it came to having relationships and friendships with other people. So as I'm telling her about, forgiving my dad for the abuse that he gave to me, physical abuse as a child, the sexual abuse that I experienced from Todd, the rejection that I felt from my mom by her not showing up, the anger that I had towards Juliet and Karen One and baby daddy and Karen One's mom, being able to forgive them and let that go was just so powerful for everyone in that group. And as I'm telling her, we're all crying, we're all so upset, and these emotions are just running wild through us physically and mentally in our body. And to be able to share this anger in a space where there is no judgment, it was just beautiful for us to be able to let this go. And she is so happy for me because, again, Deborah didn't really know what I had been experiencing in my life. She just felt in her heart that getting me to go to this program could be beneficial for me. And it truly has been. In just the 3 weeks that I've been there, I've looked at things different. I'm feeling things different. I'm not reacting in a negative and angry way because of all the things that I've been holding on to. I can take a step back when someone criticizes me or gives me feedback in a way that may not be the best feedback I want to hear. So this program has just really allowed me to step into a new direction and to be a little more understanding with things in my life. So we hang out there, and it's starting to get windy. So Deborah says, hey, she needs to go, but there's something she wanted to tell me first. So Deborah has been going to cosmetology school, and she is about maybe 6 weeks away from graduating, which I'm very proud for her. She'd been doing this through her impact experience and working at the restaurant. So I'm very happy for her. I'm very glad for her, and I can't wait to see the day that she graduates from school. So we close on that, and I decided I'm going to go home, and I got to get ready for Wednesday because I'm going to see my sister on Wednesday, and I'm really nervous about it because, again, I'm working on my relationship with my mom, and this will be a really big step if me and my younger sister can find a way to move past some of these things that we have done towards each other and try to heal our relationship and grow as brother and sister. So with that being said, I'm going to stop the story here right now, and I'm going to get ready and close out today's episode with an angel oracle reading or message and see what kind of inspiration, empowerment, and encouragement we can get to, again, take a look at our heart and the things that are affecting us in our life, the things that we're challenged by, the things that we might be holding on to, and see if we can find a way of letting those things go and elevate ourselves to a higher level. I cannot make it that word. Looks like it says intuition. So angel whisper intuition. It says trust in yourself. Your inner whisper is working hard to let you know that it is guiding you. Listen in what it is saying. Feel it, where it is telling you to go next. See it. Close your eyes and allow. Trust the path that you are on. And then it has an affirmation. It says, my intuition speaks to me and I listen. I trust that all things are happening for a purpose. That is a very exciting message because a lot of the time we don't ever trust our intuition, and that inner knowing and we make bad mistakes. But on other times, we follow that intuition and we have great success. The thing that I really kind of like about this card is trust in yourself, which is the most important thing. When you close your eyes and you can visualize your path and the journey that you want to go on and the things that you want to achieve in your life, and you visualize them that way, they become attainable. And I really like, my intuition speaks to me and I listen. I trust that all things are happening for a purpose. Everything happens for a reason. And a lot of us say, oh, it's coincidence, it's luck, it's by chance. But again, when we're dealing with the universe, we're dealing with that thing that they call universal timing. It's very hard to just sit and wait, but that's where the things come in. So when you're meditating and you're visualizing what it is that you're trying to accomplish in your life, and you give it to the universe and you have trust in it, it will manifest for you. That's a very beautiful message. I hope everyone is having an amazing day today. It's very beautiful out here. The temperature is finally starting to cool down. It's not 150 million degrees here. Awesome. Change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. That is an awesome message. Change is very important, and without it, you cannot grow. I've talked about myself going through these changes and taking on this new me. And it's been a very challenging path for me right now. One of the things that I really like is that when you align yourself with your true self, being true to yourself and living the life that you want to live is all that matters. Loving yourself is the most important thing. And I see the change in myself since I've been going through this program in the last 3 weeks on how much more I truly love myself for me. So this is a very powerful message. I love that card. All right, let's see what this one says. All right, 3737. Enlightenment. I am on a journey towards enlightenment. I seek higher knowledge and understanding, expanding my consciousness. My path is illuminated by the light of wisdom and truth. That is beautiful. I love that, enlightenment. We are all on a journey of enlightenment. And through this journey, we gain knowledge, wisdom, and expand that higher consciousness of what this is really about. My path is illuminated by the light and the wisdom and truth. When you're truthful, you're honest, there is no guilt. You have nothing to ever be ashamed about. And the wisdom that you gain through your journey allows you to be able to seek the truth, speak the truth, and accept it. It's part of what this program is really about, acknowledging the things that I have done in my life and accepting responsibility and accountability for those things that I have done. This is a very powerful message. And the thing that I really like about all three of these are really truly is about enlightenment in yourself. Because that's, again, the only thing that you can change is yourself. We can't change anybody else. And when you are able to connect your body, mind, and spirit and your soul together in one, in a unity, that's true enlightenment. That's true love. And again, that's what this show is called, Light of Divine Love, about being in one space with all of those things. So I hope this message resonated with you today as well as it resonated for me. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, and I thank you very much for watching. God bless you. Have a great night, and thank you again.
People will come and people will go, but most of this world aren't worth it to know. This life might deal you one or two true friends, so fight for what's yours till this life comes to an end. Some will try tempting your heart's desire, lifting you up while they set you afire. So don't ever keep your true feelings in check, 'cause nothing's worth losing your self-respect.